So number 4, I want to show you now how to build image. Work for people. After you have worked without pay, and you have worked first for yourself, and you have worked on yourself, you need to work for people. And the first thing you need to understand when you work for people is that you must be visible. And what are right there? You know, in Africa, we make it look as though eye service is a bad thing. So I'll give you an illustration now. So I gave them an assignment to do, these 2 guys. I gave them a document to sort out for me. And Goodness spent 18 hours. In fact, he worked till 3 a.m. to make sure that the document was ready. While he was doing that, this girl, as I see her here, was doing social media. So he left office by 3 a.m., went home. She left office by 5 p.m., left him in the office. Since the moment I came back to work the next morning, he's a very humble guy. So he said, please, go and show God this paper. So he gave the documents that he worked on for 18 hours to her and brought to me. She now used 2 minutes to read through it. She said, Sakai, this work took us a lot of time to work, but we have been able to come with a very profound solution. And in fact, I'm so tired. I'm feeling like, but just go through it, and let me know what you think. When I go through it, who will I thank? Him? Her? Who did they work? Who did I see? And then 2 months later, I gave an assignment. The same thing. He used 8 days, prepared the documents. But in the morning, she brought it to me. And began to, in fact, let me tell you what she did that was very annoying. While he was working in those 8 days, she kept on calling me. So we are working on your documents. And we are making good progress. And then she came and met Goodness. Goodness said, I think that Wuse projection may be wrong. If we can find out from Oga, can we consider Gwarimpa? She just quickly carried the phone. Sir, that Wuse projection may be wrong. Can we consider? And then after 8 days, she brings the document to me because he's a very modest guy. Who will I thank? In the 6th month, we are doing staff review and I want to give promotion. Who will I promote? Don't talk now. You see what you have been going through in your office, you think it's the devil. It's not the devil. You lack eye service. You lack what? Listen, guys. People reward what they see. Everything that you are using is not the best in the market. It's the one you know. There are many more out there that are better than what you have. You don't buy them because you don't know them. When companies pay billions to be on TV for adverts, they are paying for visibility. They may not have the best products, but they make sure you see them. And if you see them, very likely you will buy them. So she's promoted, and I'm even considering firing him. I said, because Goodness, you are not doing it in this office. And he doesn't even know what I'm saying. He thinks I'm comparing him with Noble. He doesn't know that every job he did, I gave her the praise. Come on, say eye service. Please say that. Say eye service works. But you see, in the previous point, I said you must have image and integrity. If you are working in the office, let your boss see you work. If you are bringing solution, make sure that he knows it was you that brought it. Find a very humble way to tell him. Oh, so, me and Comfy and Goodness, we work together, to come up with a very good solution. And I had to tell them during the meeting that, A plus B is equal to C. And Goodness did a good job, and Confidence tried, but I had to make sure that they were on track. You see, it's a very fake humility, but we get it. You have told me indirectly your role, and many of you too. You have clients. You go the extra mile. You see, like when I told you about my story with this client, and I pulled down that thing that I didn't like, I made sure he knew about it. Because if he came 3 days after and I had spent 400,000 to fix that problem, will he know? Will he respect me extra? No. But that he knows that Apeh spent extra 100K to fix something that wasn't a problem to me. This guy has integrity. I make sure they know. They must know. If my margin of profit was 1 million and I compromised to 500,000 on your job, I will make sure you know. In your dream, you'll be hearing my voice. I lost money on your job. I lost money on your job. I lost money on your job. But I still did the job. I will still do the job. When you wake up in the morning, you call Apeh, God will bless you for that money you lost on my job. Say eye service. Eye service is service for the eye. You need it. All this your humble service you are doing, you will not go anywhere in this world. Even the Bible says, let your good works be seen by men, that men that see your good work will give glory to your Father in heaven. Let your good works be seen by who? You are doing good works. Nobody seeing your works. You will remain there. Come on, say work for people. It is dangerous not to be needed. I didn't say it's dangerous not to be wanted. And I'll explain that. Many of you, by default, you are likable. You know that, right? Many of you, by nature, people just see you and they just like you. Some of us may not have that gift. In fact, many years ago, maybe even till now, people just think that I have a very tough look. They interpret my tough look or my conservative side as arrogance. That he was even in the room, all of us were just sitting and laughing and dancing. Apeh just sat down in one corner. Because do you understand? So they may not like me, but they must need me. So I'm saying that it's dangerous that you are not needed. It is okay if you are not liked, but it is deadly if you are not needed. And here is 2 points. People need to need you. I will explain that. You see, however useless a person is, if he's on earth, it means that he's here to be needed. Let me say that again to this woman. People need to need you. What I'm saying is that people may need you, but they're not aware they need you. There are people in this room that need you. See, they don't have to want you. They don't even have to want to need you. Does that make any sense? But they need to need you. It is a need in their life that you are needed to them. Yes, so you see, what is nobody in this company is indispensable. You are not indispensable in my life. Listen, people are indispensable. That's what they are here. If you are here, you are indispensable. You are the only one with your fingerprints. Am I correct? We have only you on this earth. There's no spare part for you, really. Does that mean that you cannot be dispensable? You can dispensable you. But people need to need you. I may have a million things to say. If you are not here, I will talk to the air. People, whether they like you, they don't like you. Whether they know it, they don't know it. People need to need you. Number 2, you need to be needed. Are you following the difference now? So people need to need you, but on the flip side of it, you need to be needed. And one of the ways you can do that is to help make people's dreams work. So whether you're the boss of your company or you're working for a boss, you need to commit to making other people's dreams work. And you have already built that skill because you have learned to work without pay, right? And you have learned to work for just character. So you can easily commit to somebody else's dream without feeling left out. But while you work to achieve somebody else's dream, serve others while you are giving birth to your own dream. So my point here is that don't think you are wasting your life because you are making people's dreams come to pass. As you are doing that, cultivate your own dream. And isn't it better to risk and experiment on somebody else's dream before you do your own? You rehearse for your dream by helping other people make their dreams come true.